Ya Ali Madad. My name is Altaf Irani. I am the chairman for the Aga Khan Economic Planning Board in Tanzania. My remarks today will cover three areas. 1. COVID-19 and impact on Tanzanian economy. 2. Measures taken by the Tanzanian government. 3. How to cope. The COVID-19 pandemic is primarily a health crisis and a human tragedy, but it also has far-reaching economic ramifications in Africa. It is already disrupting millions of people's livelihoods with disproportionate impact on poor households and small and informal businesses, and the pace of these disruptions is likely to accelerate in the weeks ahead. No country or community is exempt. In oil exporting countries, COVID-related challenges are compounded by the collapse of the oil price. An initial analysis of COVID-19's economic impact, which finds that Africa's GDP growth in 2020 could be cut by 3 to 8 percentage points. In the absence of major fiscal stimulus, the pandemic and the oil price shock are likely to tip Africa into an economic contraction in 2020. As the world suffers from coronavirus, there are a lot of uncertainties in the business world. Uncertainty can be scary and lead to anxiety and stress. However, being able to deal with this positively is critical, as change is part of life. We shall be living through a new normal. Economic activity across a wide range of industries will likely be stalled over the short to medium term, including travel, hospitality, retail and restaurant business. Decline in business investment and exports are expected to continue, while tourism and household spending on services are sharply decreasing. The economic impact will vary regionally, with plunging commodity prices, curfews and lockdowns disrupting business both at home and in export markets. The East African economies will be hit hard. Travel industry seems to be completely disrupted, and there doesn't seem to be a respite even after the crisis tapers off its peak. Agriculture and service are the largest employment sectors in Tanzania, but they have also been impacted hard with travel bans, cash cycles and supply chain disruptions. Businesses which have undertaken excessive leveraging and investment in unproductive or non-performing assets will see considerable difficulty in servicing their commitment. The banks are ready to listen to their clients. You should consider speaking with your bank to restructure your loans. Small to medium enterprises are facing a double whammy of managing rentals and their employees. There is a need for continuous dialogue and collaboration to successfully navigate this crisis. It is expected that growth will resume slowly across the region once the COVID-19 crisis passes and confidence recovers, particularly with the resumption of services, travel and trade. Measures taken by the Tanzanian government. In Tanzania, a number of measures have been implemented by the government which are aimed at mitigating both the economic and social impacts of the virus. During the ongoing parliamentary Bunge sessions, key committees have pointed out that the business community and the public call for substantial measures to be taken in order to keep the economy going. Budget Committee chairmen said they have received proposals from the private sector on the need to cut various taxes and loan interest rates. The proposal also includes finding a way for commercial banks to defer interest payments on loans issued during the crisis until businesses stabilize. Furthermore, the Industry, Trade and Environment Committee chairman said that the government may meet with traders and owners of manufacturing companies to collect their views on the best way to handle this issue. The Association of Tanzania Employees is negotiating with the government to reduce VAT from 18% to 16% as a cushion for manufacturers and other businesses. The association is also pushing for a reduction in pay-as-you-earn, probation tax and bank interest rates. How to cope? Accept where you and your business currently are and focus on what is within your control. For instance, you can navigate your business through crises by minimizing your major costs such as fixed and operational costs. Get your house in order. Make sure all aspects of your business are working efficiently and effectively, including people, customer service, processes and procedures, contracts, sales and marketing systems, or any other area of your business. Achieving more with less. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started in order to be great. So whatever little ideas or resources you have, put them to work and they will generate the rest of the needed resources as time goes by. Uncertainty can open new doors out of necessity, so keep cool, calm and collected. It is not the end of the world. Be agile and flexible. In times of high uncertainty, you and your business need to be agile, able to move quickly, and flexible. Be proactive, make changes, and react accordingly. Staying as you are and doing everything that's in the same way will lead you to losing your way and slipping behind your competitors. Cooperation. In a company, top management as well as all employees should work as one team. Get your team fully aligned with the severity of the situation. When your team is backing your decisions, their focus will also be on how to help the business through the crisis. Look for opportunities. Uncertainties can create lots of opportunities as other businesses become anxious, indecisive, and complacent, and new opportunities arise with the changes that are happening. Think outside of the box. We are facing unprecedented crisis. You may also want to explore some of the potential opportunities that may arise in the short term. These may include agriculture, e-commerce, ICT, personal healthcare, food processing and retail, medical supply and services, to name a few. Spread risk. Consider the key risks to your business, and where you assess the risk to be too high, look at spreading the risk. This may include changes such as increasing your number of customers by taking your business online, or find cheaper suppliers, reducing your debt, and moving to smaller premises. Take decisions and take action. Successful businesses will be those who assess the situation, plan, keep focused, make decisions, and take action to stay ahead. Watch your thinking. Be careful with your thinking in times of uncertainty, as you are likely to worry more, focus on the negative, and start catastrophizing. Focus on the positives. Notice your thinking and focus on changing your thinking when it becomes unhelpful. See the opportunities and position strategically to take advantage of the possibilities. Don't get dismayed, discouraged, or disappointed. Ups and downs are part of life. We have the Imam of the time with us. Above all, stay connected with your families and friends. Take care of your mental and physical well-being. Reach for help whenever you need, and practice appropriate health guidelines to keep yourselves safe. Our health board and the community counseling services are just a phone call away. We should also take heed of the recent message of Maulana Hazar Imam that was given to LIF Chairman Malik Talib, in which the Imam stated, and I quote, "The world is facing challenging time, and in these moments it is important that the Jamaat remains united and focused on helping those who will need assistance and hand-holding." The Imam went on to say, we must remain strong and prepare to build, and to build well when this crisis passes. End of the quote. The Economic Planning Board will continue to engage with the Jamaat during this crisis and endeavor to partner with the Jamaat to fulfill Hazar Imam's aspirations. work smart and stay safe. Thank you, and Ya Ali Madad.